Hey guys, it's us and we are back. It's been a while. How long has it been? Like months?
Months, at least. Yeah, it's been months. Probably since the summer?
Yeah, we haven't done a video in months because I can explain the deal. I joined a day program for all you international viewers. A day program is like a special program with people with intellectual and mental disabilities. Today when you want to explain it.
So we've been meeting up and hanging out at the day program the past couple of months because of like scheduling and just convenience for a little while. But we figured it's been a while since we've done a video, so we decided to get back to the old stomping grounds and get one rolling. And what's the topic for today?
The Luge World Cup is back.
It's back. Can you explain a little bit what that is?
The Luge World Cup is a non-stop, like a 4-month journey to the luge to the best luge sets in the world. And luge, for those of you Americans that haven't seen it, it's like, it is well worth the look.
Especially now, because if you had any worry about getting into it but not really having any idea of anything about what it's about or anything,
I am the guy that can't do it.
Well, not only that, but it's typically a pretty internationally dominated sport. But recently, we just had, for the first time since 2005, an American winner on the top of the podium. So it's a growing sport and it's a lot of fun. And I think most people would probably be would be most knowledgeable about it at the Olympics.
Yes.
You know?
But I'm telling you, get into it now because you are going to get to know these. It doesn't matter what. For you Americans, because of me, you'll get to know, like, all of them.
Can I give an analogy?
Yes.
So the way that I kind of look at it, in case you were wondering, like, what is the Luge World Cup, is picture it like if you're thinking about an American sport. Think about
it like the PGA Tour.
Yeah, or like basketball, right? It's like the basketball season.
Yeah.
And then this is, you're probably more familiar with it at the Olympics. This is the season. So this is their season where they compete to win the World Cup.
And the Olympics is a whole different ballgame.
Totally different, yeah.
And the Olympics is their Super Bowl or World Cup final.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's a great way, yeah. This is like the Premier League, and then the World Cup is like, the Olympics. Kind of like every 4 years, they have a big tournament, they have a big event.
But the World Championship is their Super Bowl, but it's like, well, that's the playoffs, but...
Yeah. So tell a little bit about what's been going on. What have you been seeing? It just started in Lake Placid, New York. They do a world tour. It just started in Lake Placid, New York. And what have you been seeing?
And one of the things that even though I'm American, my squad is Team Italy.
Team Italy.
Because you get... For those of you, like, this is not your regular, like, Italy. These guys are different because they are from as crazy as it is, they are from the German-speaking part of Italy. So
what's it called again, the area?
Tyrol.
Yeah, so this area of Italy is very unique because it's very northern, and it borders like Switzerland, Germany, Austria, and because of all of that influence from the country, that 68% of the population actually speaks German.
And German is the official language of the Italian team. You barely hear me.
Yeah. Because so many of the sliders come from that area of Italy that German is actually the official language of the Italian team.
Yeah. And one of my, for those of you who don't know me, I know, well, not all of them, but at least like not. What would you say, like 95? Like what?
Well, we're at a very interesting point because, as some of you may know, going back into the lineage of all of Sean's, journalism and videos and posts on the Youth Olympics, is that Sean started following a lot of these Youth Olympians at the 2016 Youth Olympics in Lillehammer. And now those 2016 Youth Olympians are now in like the prime of their career representing their countries. And so now it's really cool to see these names that we used to see as Youth Olympians. Now they're, competing for World Cup championships.
When they had places on it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Like, Marion Oberhofer, she's from Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've known her since 2017.
Yeah.
And I got to do a video chat with her with, with the, and do you know what? Mike, you're gonna be proud of this one.
Oh, yeah?
I said to, like, whoever wants to go to, like, Plaza, because Wednesday, the day program marathon can do, like, special sets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm already, on the quest to hire some staff to go to, like...
So that's what you're working towards?
Yes.
Nice. That's a big goal of Sean's, is to get to Lake Placid for either the World Cup or, from what he's telling me now, could possibly be a site for the Winter Olympics. Right?
Yeah, because the government for the Italian government with the organizing with Milano and Cortina, they don't know yet, but it's a different story every day.
Yeah.
But let's just say they ran out of time to build a Luge track for the Olympic Games.
And the Olympic Games in Milan start when?
In 3 years.
3 years. And that wouldn't give him enough time?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And even if they did give it enough time, the Italians would not have the whole track advantage.
Wow. So that could be major. That could be a major event.
I mean, it's exciting. It would be exciting, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But I would feel bad. But I would be heartbroken for the Italians because it's their Olympics, and
I know. Especially because that's such a strong country in the luge community, and like that would be tough. So what? Tell me, what is it that you've been seeing in this Luge World Cup, as early as it is? What has been standing out to you?
I would say, like, the biggest shock is, like, the Americans winning in doubles for the first time.
That's a huge one. That's a big one.
You know what they say, man? That is an absolute shocker.
Yeah.
Would you call it a shock?
I would. I mean, you're looking at a sport that's been traditionally dominated by Germany, Austria, and Italy.
Let me make one thing very clear.
Yeah.
Germany is going through a bit of a transition.
Yeah.
So
So by transition, do you mean that they've had a lot of athletes that are kind of past their prime?
They've had, besides the greatest female loser of all time,
Yeah.
Natalie Geisenberger, and she just announced her retirement.
Okay. So they have a lot of all-time greats that are now retiring and coming down towards the end of their career.
A lot of young guys, so a lot of young guys are getting their opportunities. So,
Okay.
by the way, this is not like I wouldn't call this an upset thing. If I'm being dramatic when I say it's an upset.
I mean, it's hard not to call it an upset. I mean, you got some of the... I mean, United States is not known for their dominance in luge.
There are two ways of thinking about it.
Okay, what are they?
Like, it's just like, Germany's like, it's only a sentence period. You gotta. By the way, the dude Toby's just got new sland, new equipment. It's a new year.
Okay. So there's a lot of things that are playing as a factor. So it could have been right place, right time, good timing. It could be a transition. Who knows? There's a lot going on.
But one thing that's Germany, look, 5 of the last, 5 of the next 6 World Cup after this World Cup in Canada.
Yeah.
They're off for Christmas for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And then
they
they're
continue.
off to Germany for the next
Okay.
5.
So they're gonna have to get their fire back for that. Can I take a switch in topic real quick?
Yeah.
If you don't mind?
Yes.
Okay. So just to give an update on some things that we might be doing, some videos that might be coming down the pipeline, right? We have our classics. We have, first off, the tennis season starts soon. January, we have the Australian Open, so there'll be a lot of storylines coming from that. We have March. Oh, this is always my favorite. The reveal of Sean's brackets for March Madness. That is always my favorite. That's always my favorite. It's the March Madness brackets.
Last year, for the first time ever, you finally believed me.
Dude, who was it that you had in the Final Four for the women's bracket? Was it UMass?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's always my favorite. And then what else do we have coming up? We got we always the tennis season, we got the brackets in March.
College volleyball.
The Final Four starts tonight. That's right, Wisconsin's in the Final Four, so we still got some possibilities there.
But I must give a really big happy birthday a big and 25th birthday shout out to Mario Lopapa.
Yeah, one of the losers from Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's someone I've known for, I mean, like I said, is it crazy that, it's sort of like, I've always said this with all due respect to my mom and dad, they'll always be my family, but Luge, don't get me wrong, I love my sports, no doubt about it, but Luge is the ultimate sport because, I mean, in the world today, I feel like American sports are too, what should I say, cutthroat.
So that's always been a big thing, is that, not that you're not a fan of the competition, because I know you love competition, but you really are drawn to a family type environment. That's why you like the Red Bull Cliff diving.
Yes.
That's why you like luge. It's that family environment of like, although we're competing against each other, we're all here to support each other also.
Yes. And instead of but the way that I see it as like basketball, like those are the most sports with the most expectations.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay. Can I switch off for a second while we're talking about American sports? Can I ask you a couple of American sports questions?
yeah.
All right. First, early predictions. We're about 4 or 5 weeks out for the playoffs starting. Early predictions on Super Bowl contenders. Who you got?
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo. Okay. Hey. I'm with you. All right. But we gotta win. We gotta win out. Big win against Kansas City last week. Huge win against Kansas City. Gigantic game this week against Dallas. Right? If you can win Kansas City and Dallas, then you got 2 more manageable games, and then you got Miami. And that game, I think that Miami game could come down to if you win, you're in. If you lose, you're out. So it's gonna be a tough push here at the end. But they gotta pull through and they gotta win big. They lost a lot of winnable games in the middle. So you got Buffalo. Okay, another question. How are you feeling about Shohei Ohtani signing with the Dodgers? Oh, brilliant. Get out of here. Why? Why? Why is it good? He's one of the best players that we've ever seen in the history of baseball, signing to a juggernaut team that's already stacked. They got Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, like all these stacked players, and they just added the best player on the earth. Oh, broke my heart. I was like, go anywhere else, dude. Go anywhere else. I was about to see him with the Yankees. Like, disappointed in you. But it should be good. It should be interesting. They're going to be an interesting team.
If you want to stay, if you feel comfortable on the West
I think that was a big part of it. Because he's going from LA to LA. He's not leaving the area. You know, he's just switching teams. So I can't say that I blame him. You know, and he's probably looking for rings, you know?
Yeah. You know, I mean, it's just like college football, man, oh man.
I don't know if I got your perspective on what happened with the college football playoffs. What do you think about that?
You know what?
I know the big story was Florida State getting snubbed out of the top 4, even though they had a top undefeated season.
You know what? I gotta be honest. That when your quarterback is injured, you cannot win without.
It's gonna play a role. Yeah, it's gonna play a role. Okay, can I ask you this? I understand that you gotta kind of let the SEC champion in there, and that's why they let Alabama in. But I feel like Alabama had a really ugly first half of the season. Yeah. And to me, still, I don't understand. How can Georgia be a back-to-back national champion, go undefeated, and only lose the SEC championship to Alabama and drop out of not only the top 4, they dropped to 6th? How? I don't get that at all. I don't understand it one bit. How can you go undefeated in the toughest conference in the world, be back-to-back national champions, lose in the SEC championship, and then drop out of not only the playoff but drop out of the top 5? You're number 6. It makes no sense to me. No sense. I don't get it. It's crazy.
But I watching the NHL.
NHL's got some good stuff out there right now. How you feeling about the Devils? New Jersey Devils. Jack Hughes. He's a good young star. Who's that other kid? Is it Jack Hughes? Who's the other young kid that's like tearing it up?
Connor Bedard.
That kid. Yeah, where's he playing?
Chicago.
Chicago. That's right. Chicago. Yeah, he's a stud too. He's a stud. There's a lot of young players. Even that guy from Buffalo that you like, Rasmus, is that what his name?
Rasmus.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a good, steady player.
But, dude, I was singing his praises even in sleep.
Yeah, you had it pegged on him for a while. Now, one more last topic before we wrap up. We had a video that went out recently where we talked about Victor Wembanyama and how you saw him way before he came into the limelight.
Yeah.
How have you felt he's been doing? He's a rookie. He's still trying to learn the difference in the games between international versus the NBA. Some people are saying he's not living up to expectations right now. But it's early. It's too early for me to say. What do you think?
Our brother's gotta stick up.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the brother, and I mean,
Let it play out.
Yeah,
Can I be honest with you? I thought the hype was ridiculous. I thought that they put way, way, way too much hype behind this kid. And they literally, the expectations that he was going to come in and he was going to be the greatest person to ever touch a basketball the second he stepped on the court. That's not fair. Can't put that on that kid. You know? So I think that, and like I think we'll see a couple of years. You know who's been killing it, though? Chet Holmgren. He didn't get to play last year because he got injured in the preseason. He's killing it now in Oklahoma.
And so the kidding. I'm like, Aussie.
And they're a good young team. They're a good young team.
But what can you say about Caitlin Clark?
Oh, she's lighting it up. She's lighting it up. Breaking every record out there. She's lighting it up.
She's gonna go number one.
I would imagine. With that shooting power, I would imagine. We'll have to see.
But you know, if I got to do 2 things in my life that I would have to forget. My first one, go to the closet, that.
Yeah.
Number 2, I would rather see Caitlin Clark or Paige Deckers play in person.
Okay. Hey, I think we can make that happen because whatever team they get drafted to, we have the Connecticut Sun right at Mohegan Sun, so that would be a good game to go to see them play. But that's we'll have to leave that up to see where they get drafted.
But dude, you know what? How can we put you know what? I was gonna leave my story of just we to make a video and title it Journey to Lake Platte.
All right. Well, let's talk about that off air, so that way we don't let anybody in on the creative process.
Yeah.
All right, you want to sign this off?
Alright. Once decided, always decided.
That's it. Get out there. Go watch the World Cup. It's on YouTube. Luge World Cup. It's great. You'll have a blast. You'll find a new love and understanding for the sport for sure.
Happy birthday, Diane. Enjoy your birthday on the World Cup. We're ready to play it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.